ask for recording of business absence.
Rolling Snow.
Here.
Hampton.
Here.
Kane.
Here.
McDermott. Singleton.
Here.
Number 2 is open meeting compliance statement read.
I, the undersigned clerk of the Board of Education of the Alva Independent School District, number 1 of Woods County, Oklahoma, certify that prior to December 15th of the last calendar year, the date, time, and place of this regular meeting was filed in the office of the county clerk of Woods County, Oklahoma. I also certify that at least 24 hours prior to this meeting, excluding Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays, notice of the date, time, place, and agenda of this meeting was posted in prominent public view in the office of the superintendent.
Thank you. Item number 3 is consent agenda. All of the following items which concern reports and items of a routine nature normally approved by one vote, unless any board member desires to have a separate vote on any or all of these items. The consent agenda consists of discussion, consideration, and approval of the following. 3.1, addition of items addition of items of new business to the agenda. 3.2, minutes. 3.3 is approval of financial report. 3.4, approval of purchase order encumbrances for the following funds for FY 26-35. 3.5, approval of extra duty assignment schedule. 3.6, approval of activity fund report. 3.7, approval of activity fund fundraisers. 3.8, approval of activity fund inter-account transfers. 3.9, approval of the child nutrition report. 3.10, approval of board policy and procedures. And 3.11, declare the following items as surplus. So we'll go back to 3.1, addition of items of new business to the agenda. Sir? 3.2, minutes of the January 6th meeting. Y'all had a chance to look this over. I'll give you a minute, or you give me a thumbs up and we shall move on. Everything okay? 3.3, and thank you very much for that. Approval of the finance report, sir.
Currently in the general fund, we have encumbered $341,258 less than we had encumbered this time last year, and we paid out $202,721 less. In January, we revenued $1,371,210. So another big month. Tax collections. For the year, we have revenued $7,812,000. That does not include our carryover amount of $6.8 million. All being said, we have revenued $1,260,000 less than we had at this point last year. A little bit of the skewed number. Part of that's due to a big part is due to the teacher pay raise we received in August of last year. That wasn't part of our one-time payment. Another part is really dependent on when people pay their ad valorem taxes, so we still expect another big payment coming. So it's a little bit hard to judge on some of that. So we should see another large month in March or April. We did revenue. The good news, we revenued $108,000 in gross production taxes for January. For last month, we talked about it was down to $26,000. We had been averaging right around 60 or 65. So take 40 off the 108, put it on the 26, that puts you about 60 or 65. So haven't got a real good answer from Oklahoma City why that happened. It looks like it was something we didn't call it. So hopefully that's the case. Overall, it looks like we are revenuing a little bit less than what we did last year. We are also spending a little less, so trying to hedge that just a little bit.
Thank you.
Something to keep a pretty close eye on. In the building fund, we currently have $538,732 less encumbered than this time last year, and have paid $656,820 less. Large portion, 90% of that number, is due to the buses we bought in the fall of 24. It was a big expenditure again. In January, we revenued $227,553. For the year, we revenued $755,814, not including our carryover amount of a little over $3.5 million. In the building fund, we've revenued $113,576 more than we had at this point last year. So building fund's up just a little bit. You can look at those revenue by month. All those are the codes for the general fund on all different revenue sources. And that next page, those are the codes for the building fund. There's a lot more room for fluctuation in that general fund. Good news is building fund's up just a little bit on revenues. We'll see what happens after we finish collecting taxes. As far as investments go, not a lot has changed there. In the general fund, we have 4.5 million invested, averaging 4.35%. Building fund is at $3,203,000. Child nutrition is $159,000 invested. In our safety fund, still got $11,000 there. And gift fund is $325,000 invested. So all the investments are all making right around 4.3%. So anyway, that's where we stand financially.
Questions? Now, moving on to board approval of purchase order encumbrances for the following funds for fiscal year 26.
And all total purchase orders for the month of January, $21,049. Let's draw your attention to a few. Number 387 was to a company called Speedy Teas and More. It's a $500 purchase order for teacher career fair supplies. Principals went to the career fair at Northwestern today with all the things you take to career fairs, ink pens and little packets of mints and whatever, just to try and generate some excitement around some of our young teachers and soon-to-be graduates about entering the education with Alva. So, PO number 388 is to IXL Learning. It's $2,064 for teacher training. IXL is the computer program we're using to analyze test scores and try to align that with objectives and all the things to improve academically. PO 404 is to Project Lead the Way. This is the third year of that Project Lead the Way grant. It's $3,200 portion for classroom materials for some of our science classes. And then for 3/4, the rest of the POs are, a whole bunch of them are tied back to the IXL or a couple other professional development. So there's a lot of PD happening with our teachers, which is real exciting. And the building fund. Haven't had a lot. Spending $15,601, just a handful of purchase orders. The majority of them, again, are HVAC, especially get the cold snap and heaters don't turn on or things like that. PO 135 is dense mechanical for $1,500 for HVAC maintenance on the gym. Sorry, that's the new system on the gym. A couple repairs, just normal repairs, and then seasonal maintenance on those. PO 137 was to Earl Harvey for $1,075 for window repairs here at the high school. I think we had 3 or 4 broken windows. Came through Christmas break, got all the windows replaced. I haven't noticed any crack glass since then. I'm sure there will be at some point. Anyway, that's what that is. PO 143 was $7,000 to Great Auto Mechanical. We had to replace an HVAC unit at the high school, or at the middle school. PO 145 is access elevator and lifts for $1,258. That was repairs to our chair lifts on the stairs. And then PO 146 was to Amazon for $1,803. We had 3 of our drinking fountains in middle school all go down on the same time. There's a holding tank where it cools the water. Holding tank in there that's raised into the plumbing of that unit. When they crack, there's really no way to fix them. By the time you take it all out and re-weld everything, put it back in, you've already bought a new one. So, she found it on Amazon. It's the most affordable and got somebody installed it.
All 3?
Yeah, it was weird, all three went down with the same problem, the same,
Yeah,
it was really not nice.
they all were probably purchased by the same time.
Well, that's what I told her, that they're probably 15, 20 years old. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the,
Or older.
we're older, yeah. That's the encumbrances.
Any questions? Thank you very much, Mr. Shears. Any questions on 3.4? Hearing none, we move over to 3.5, approval of extra duty assignment schedule. Don't have anything? Okay, 3.6, approval of activity fund report.
Not a lot of movement, activity fund, a little bit. Baseball deposit $9,635. That is from their donor board sales or fundraiser, and hat sales, player hat sales, whatever. Like Keller said, $8,800 or so was from the donors on that. FFA deposit $5,598. The largest portion of that was from their rebate to get the Blue and Gold sausage, so from the Blue and Gold fundraiser. And then most of the other deposits was into middle school and high school athletics and the concession stand. That was all from ball games. Deposit $12,391.
Thank you. Any questions on 3.6? Okay, now we'll move on to 3.7, approval of activity fund fundraisers.
Just have one. Baseball's wanting to sell T-shirts running the baseball season. They're purchasing the shirts to be printed here locally, and money raised we use for team expenses and trips. Apparel fundraiser, baseball team.
3.8, approval of activity fund inter-account transfers.
We have $800 transfer request from High School Student Council to the High School Gold Bug Media program. Gold Bug Media printed the shirts for the basketball coming here in-house, and so that's just, instead of paying outside vendor, paying apparel people.
That worked out pretty well. He was excited with the opportunity to do that. Yeah, they're really good people. Good, wonderful. Thank you. 3.9, approval of child nutrition report.
And in January, we served 3,981 breakfasts, 7,571 lunches. We revenued $32,421 in December. In January. In total, we have expended $280,830 and have revenued $239,897. So we're behind just a little bit on our revenues for child nutrition. Probably still some fair money needs to be allocated in between. We do have our outstanding accounts continues to grow. We passed the 10,000 mark on that. Anyway, that's the child nutrition report. Seem to be staying fairly steady.
Questions? 3.10, approval of board policy and procedures. And 3.11, declare of any items that are surplus. All righty. The board, we will go back to our consent agenda items. I entertain a motion to approve 3.1 through 3.11.
So moved.
Singleton,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Barton.
Yes.
Administration report. 4.1, principals report.
We've got a couple principals on. Ms. Williams had her brother had a baby. She went to Pratt to be with them. And, Ms. Martini is in headed to Tulsa with a group of teachers for fresh development day.
Okay.
So, and then Mr. Beaver is at ball game meeting with our middle school basketball.
You do the folks.
I think Hattie is going to kick us off with Washington.
Before we start that, we would like to present our wonderful board members with a appreciation card from Appreciation Month last month. So
Oh,
thank you for
nice.
supporting us and all that we do in our schools, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
Ms. Fielding, get a card for each of you.
Thank you. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Okay, I'll kick us off. I told Miss Williams that next time I had to present, I wanted to have like the cool robot and stuff.
I bet she
A little
She
disappointed.
left you standing.
I know she did. She did.
Yeah.
I do have some pretty cool stuff. I can talk about data all day long, so I'll talk about that a little. Pre-K, we have 60 enrolled. Kindergarten, we have 76. And then first grade, we have 84. I don't know if that's up or down from last month. I am so sorry on that. I should have checked with her. I want to say congratulations to Miss Mata. She was voted on as the Washington Teacher of the Year. So there's a great picture of her. If you guys know her at all, she is a fabulous teacher. She's a kindergarten teacher for us. She's been with us for quite a while, and she's just an amazing teacher person. She helps everybody else in the building. So all around, wonderful, wonderful teacher. Okay, the fun thing that Miss Williams is going to let me present on is our MAPS benchmark. So there should be a chart. Everybody who's third grade does the MAPS test, continues to do the MAPS test. And so these are kind of how kindergarten and first grade scores fell. So I'm going to talk about math first. That's the first chart. We do 3 different benchmarks. We do a beginning of the year, a middle of the year, and an end of the year benchmark test. So kindergarten, the first line is the norms, and then that second part that has like the green dot at first, that is our kindergarten math scores. And they show a median growth percentile of 60, which means nearly 2/3 of our students are performing at or above the 61st percentile. And we just feel like this reflects a really strong foundation in math scores, math skills. And then right next to that is the first grade. Oh, just kidding. Below that is the first grade. I think you're on the right one still. First grade demonstrates notable growth with a median of 64, which means over half of our students now perform in the 61st to 80th percentile range. We feel that this shows effective instruction, consistent growth, and positive movement in student achievement from fall to winter. So this is comparing the growth from the fall to the winter. And then the next is reading. If you scroll down the next chart, is that the only one that we have? Oh, you already did. Okay, perfect. That is the reading. So kindergarten in reading demonstrated a median growth percentile of 66, which means we've maintained high achievement. And then I think the one I'm most excited about is the first grade one. We improved from the 54th percentile in the fall to the 68th percentile in the winter, which is substantial progress. So overall, we feel like our phonemic awareness program, the targeted intervention, and all that, we feel like is really working for our students. So yay for our students. That's really exciting. Any questions about that? I can talk about data.
So you do these twice a year?
We do it 3 times a year.
Three times. You
Yep.
always said I still got another one to do.
Yeah. Right around state testing time, we'll squeeze this one in. It's a lot easier for us at Washington to squeeze this in than for the ones that do the state testing. Any other questions? Okay, moving on. Upcoming events. Tomorrow we get to celebrate the 100th day of school at Washington. February 13th, we'll be doing Valentine's Day. Most of our classes are doing all day long parties, which is super fun, I'll tell you that. Lots of sugar all day. February 26th is the kindergarten music program, and then March 10th is the first grade music program. If you guys want to come join us on those. That's it for Washington.
Where are they held at, Washington?
I believe they're at the high school. All programs.
Okay, Longfellow. Second grade numbers were holding steady at 81. Third grade down 73. It's just I don't know what's happening. It's weird. I've had more people move out of one grade ever. I mean, double digits of this particular grade. It's really odd. So we had 73 more move out, a total of 154. Some exciting news. Alva State Bank has donated $30,000 to go towards a new sensory arts lab. So we're very excited. We're still finalizing the details of what this is going to look like, but it's going to be a space to provide some hands-on opportunities to explore sensory experiences and creative expression in a supportive environment. Very grateful our teacher, when we were talking about if we would get this money, where could we put it? You know, there's not a lot of space available at Longfellow. We have a pretty big workroom, and it's naturally has divided down to half with some bookcases. And so our teachers were like, let's just put it over here. So they were very quick to solve the problem, to give up half the workspace. And so we're going to use that space. So I'm very thankful for our teachers to helping solve that problem and being gracious enough to give it up. And I'm very thankful for Dr. Wisdom and the Alva State Bank for donating that money. And I'm looking forward to working with them to kind of see this vision come to life. Longfellow Night at the AHS basketball games was this last Friday. It was very fun. Our annual event has been going on way longer than I've been at Longfellow. Mrs. Whitted, our PE teacher, put together two completely different, cool dribbling skills activities for our students. Third grade and second grade both came out and performed. She did a great job of organizing it, along with Mrs. Klein, who organized and practiced students with the national anthem. She was unable to be there, so Ms. Hofen stepped in to direct our students. I was grateful for that. And a shout out to Mrs. Meeker. She's one of our paras, and she just jumped right in to help a couple of our students, both in second, third grade, on the fly, was not planned, and just to support our students. We need a little extra support to participate in that. Super thankful for her to do that. But it was a great night. I think if you scroll down, I don't know if you have access to this, I'm not going to. Those to the right are links to the action. I recorded the national anthem. I recorded the second grade basketball program and the third grade. If you want to get on there and click on them, you can enjoy and see what they did. They did a great job.
And you did a great job of filming.
Oh, I hope so. Did you see them already? Oh, okay, good. Yes, okay. Who knows?
Any entertainment for me.
It's very fun.
I saw him in person.
Yeah.
Huh?
I saw him in person.
Yes.
Yeah. And the national anthem was pretty impressive.
They did great. And we had such a great turnout.
Yeah.
You know, and they were very excited, very enthusiastic. I had to pull them off the court a few times. But it was exciting, and I was glad that the students got to participate. And some of them have never been to a basketball game.
No.
So this is a fun opportunity to get them out there and see what Gold Bug basketball looks like.
That's cool.
So it was fun.
Thank you.
Longfellow's Teacher of the Year is Mrs. Sherry Benson. And if you know Mrs. Benson, I know one of my sons had her. She's a fabulous teacher, a great mentor to our teachers. Students and teachers alike love her and appreciate her leadership and dedication to our school. So she is very deserving of this recognition. And then Spell-a-thon fundraiser. Yay! We are starting. It kicked off today. We sent packets home today. It'll be for
I
the.
better check my ring doorbell.
That's right. They're
I've got
going to be
neighbor kids.
come knocking on your door to get some support. They will take 2 25-word spelling tests. So the packets go home with the spelling list. That way they're not doing 50 all at once. We broke it up in 2. I think maybe the first one is this Friday, the next one is next Friday. And they'll get pledges. You can either pledge by the word, or you can just give a flat donation. Check, cash, or QR code. That goes through PayPal. It's very handy. We started that last year. So that's all included in the packet. And this money will go to help pay for field trips, rewards, other great, exciting opportunities for our students. And so we're very excited to be able to get that out and test our kids' spelling knowledge. They'll do great. A couple other things I didn't put on here. All of the elementary principals, along with Ms. Hill and Hattie, we went to an MTSS, multi-tiered system supports training last week. It was supposed to be 2 days because of the weather. The second day became online, and so we went to central office so we can try to concentrate on just that without the constant interruptions. But because of weather and whatnot, there was a lot of technical difficulties with receiving that information, unfortunately. But the first day was very informative. Essentially, we're doing the things that the MTSS is. They just combined it. So it's positive behavioral intervention supports, the PBIS that we already do, and it's RTI, which is the tiered system of how we help students with instruction and interventions. It's putting it all together. And this, I can't remember, by the year 2032, was it? It's going to be mandatory in schools. They didn't really say what grades, did they? I'm going to say...
I mean, they talked about it being, it's a whole K-12.
Yeah, K-12. But definitely they talk a lot about it in strong readers. So I really feel like it's going to be definitely mandated 3rd grade down. But it was really good information. I think we're excited to dive a little deeper into it and see what we're doing, what we need to do more to fit into the new framework. And then like Mr. Brashear said, we're sending some teachers to IXL training. I have two 2nd grade and 3rd grade teacher who are on the way to TULSA for IXL training. And the majority of admin staff is going to the admin IXL training on Wednesday, just so we can learn more how to support our students and teachers in the new IXL software that we adopted this year, district-wide. And so I'm very excited to see how, this is Longfellow's first year of using it. I know Lincoln has used it and Washington's dabbled in it over the years. So I'm really excited to learn more about it and how we can support our students and learn more about, they do benchmark assessments also. We can't count them 3rd grade down for reading because of the Strong Readers Act, but it's good information and extra data that will help us move the needle.
So just a quick question on your reduction in enrollment. Did those students move out of the district, or did you lose them to like an alternate education type of deal? Or
Every one that I'm aware of, every single one moved out of the district.
wow.
Yeah. One didn't move, but family work took them out of the district, so it was better for them to go and be in the same place as family. But otherwise, everyone moved. It was
Okay.
just very awkward.
Yeah.
It's just a
Unusual,
weird
very
year.
unusual.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Lincoln. Our enrollment, we are sitting at 135 with 58 4th graders, 77 5th graders. We had our school-wide spelling bee with our classroom winners last week, and our Wade Tucker won the spelling bee. I tell you that it's not my favorite thing to do. I do not like reading those words. It's so nerve-wracking.
It is.
Woo! Lots of pressure. But kids all did a great job. So our 2nd place winner was Dawson Cushionberry. 3rd place was Jaggers Sanborn. Congratulations to all of the students who competed in our school-wide spelling bee. Sorry, I need to find my glasses because I'm getting old. Hi, so
Never
we're...
admit it. Never admit it.
All right, our teacher of the year.
We're laughing because of the experience with spelling.
Now I can see. Yeah, spelling. Whew, it's lots of pressure. All right, our teacher of the year was Mrs. Gilchrist, Kayla Gilchrist. She has taken over our Title I. She came over from Washington Sped, and she's just done a tremendous job. She has carried on our tradition of the art club that Mrs. Benningfield started, so I'm thankful for that because our kids loved it. And Kayla is really doing great things. I heard from our mid-year testing with IXL that a large majority of our title students just really showed some great gains. So that's super exciting. She's doing really great work, and super excited to have her there, and so happy for her that she won our Teacher of the Year. Okay, and then on Friday, our 5th graders performed My Shot, a musical inspired by Hamilton, and it was was a tremendous performance. Our students did such a good job of their speaking and singing roles. Miss Klein worked so hard, and she just did a superb job with our music classes throughout the elementary. And we don't get to love on her as much because she's in and out, and she's just, and so, you know, we just need to find those opportunities to make her feel special because she works really hard, does a great job. So those are some pictures from the musical. It was fantastic.
They did a great job.
Mrs. Eckhart nominated our building for the School Character Award through POE. We have been selected as a finalist, and we will be filmed next week. And I will be talking about how we teach character on a daily basis to our students. And we'll also be attending the Excellence in Education Banquet on April 10th. So that will be great. So we've kind of fancied up the school a little bit, and I'm like, why did we wait till now to do this?
We all
But
do that when we're having.
I know, but it's like, it looks great. Our teachers have done a great job. That's a picture of one of the signs there, but, so we're excited about that. And Mrs. White has also, she's doing a great job of teaching character ed in our counseling classes, and she's very involved in our classroom. She goes in and visits classrooms all the time, helps students, so just a great team effort. And then that picture there is a picture of our Fact Frenzy Friday. Those who are on the top part show that they have gotten 100 facts in 5 minutes with 100% accuracy, and then the ones below are at 80%, or between 80 and 90. And we are continuing to work on that every Friday. The kids are having a fun time with it. I guess they really appreciate it. I came on one day with some sunglasses, my back, because I do a Zoom. I zoom in and get everybody started and going at the same time, which is kind of fun, and they like to see me on the screen, I guess. So I came from the beach one day and then parachuted back into Alva
Well,
that afternoon.
Yeah,
Yes, the kids were quite amazed at my ability to travel so quickly.
Wish it was that easy.
Yes, but it's actually been a lot of fun, and I feel like our kids are just really kind of getting on board. I'm going to have a new chart. It's going to go above it for students. The next deal is 150 problems in 5 minutes, and then if they master that, we'll move to division facts. Just to really work on that fact fluency of multiplication facts. So not all about 100. It's, you know, showing the growth, and each individual kid is their challenge is to get better than they did last week, and that's what it's about. So our upcoming events on Thursday. Gosh, yeah, what's this Thursday? The high school band and choir, show choir will be coming to Lincoln for our 5th graders to do a little show and tell. And this is designed so that when our 5th graders do their pre-enrollment for middle school, they kind of have an idea, a little bit better idea of whether they want to do music or whether they want to do band. Just give them a little taste of that. So
I'll say something about that. It's interesting because I have high school students that are in band and show choir, and they're very excited to go to Lincoln. And it's funny because every year, one of them looks at me and goes, aren't you coming to Lincoln? And I go, what am I supposed to go to Lincoln for? And they say, well, we're performing. I said, well, I'll see if I can get there. And they're excited to see me, and your kids love it, I know. And it's good for the high school kids. It's good for them to showcase what they've been working on as well. So it's a really neat deal.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. We're excited about it as well. On Friday, we have another fun thing coming. We have the Astromobile Planetarium out of Derby, Kansas, that's coming down. They are setting up a large inflatable dome, and we can fit 40 students in at a time where they get to see a little space show.
And the weather's going to be good. Is it outside?
It's
I
inside.
guess.
It'll be in the gym.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he'll come in and load it up in the
Good
gym.
weather.
And so we're excited about that. And he told me if the space shuttle takes off, he'll do a little information on that as well.
Oh, wow.
So we're excited for that. Then we have vision screenings coming up. 5th graders on the 19th will be pre-enrolling during their counseling classes. And on the 24th, 4th graders get to go to the Oklahoma City Thunder Blue Team for their field trip. And then don't forget your kissograms for your students. It's a great fundraiser for our Elementary Booster Club. And it's a great way for parents to get Valentines for their students or for the classmates. And those you can order through February 10th. And now you unfortunately get to hear me talk again. So I've got Stephanie's report for the middle school. So we will go through her information. And you can see the enrollment there. Total number is 204 students. Looks like they also did their spelling bee on January 30th. There were 10 contestants. Third place was Maya Nesser, second place was Tommy Newton, and first place was Peyton Montevias. And there are your 10 spelling bee participants there. Then we have 6th grade students combined science and creativity by using watercolor painting to illustrate the parts of plants or animal cells. The students identified and painted each organelle, is that right? Organelle using color and labels to show how each part contributed to the cell's overall function. So those are pretty cool. Yeah.
I just happened to do it.
You're everywhere.
Well, it was funny, I was there doing my job, and
My job.
Jessie, she came in, she said, what are you doing? I said, it looks like I'm going to, what do they call their time at the middle school?
Oh, the,
Encore? Encore. I said, looks like I'm going to Encore. She said, well, take this. And she handed me the poster. I went, okay. So and then I realized what it was. I went, I think somebody else came up to it. So I was there. If I can get a picture. Yeah, let's just.
all right, and the middle school teacher of the year was Miss Cannon Collins, so congratulations to her. And then the rising star that was selected this year would also come out of the middle school, and she's, this was fantastic for her, former student, Miss Delaney Blankenship was our rising star, so that was nice for her as well. And then upcoming events for February 4th, again, we talked about IXL training in Tulsa. On the 6th, the STEM class boat races at the Wellness Center. That should be fun. Vision screenings on the 9th. On the 12th, 8th grade tours, Northwest Technology Center. 14th, TSA Valentine Dance. 18th and 19th is pre-enrollment for 5th grade through 7th grades for next year's AMS students. I know it. That's a wrap for the middle school.
Thank you. All right. Moving on to the high school. Our enrollment, we have 74 freshmen, 63 sophomores, 66 juniors, and 65 seniors for a total of 268. We want to say congratulations to Maya Burton. She is our Alva High School Teacher of the Year. Mrs. Burton is absolutely amazing. She's in her 4th year of teaching here at Alva High School. She teaches special ed and also currently serves as one of our cheer coaches. Mrs. Burton is an Alva High School graduate and a graduate of Northwestern Oklahoma State University, and we are just incredibly blessed to have her. She is such a natural teacher, and there's just something about a person who is a special ed teacher, and they're just so naturally gifted at it. It's fabulous to watch them, and I enjoy her so much. She does such a great job, so congratulations to her. I want to say a huge thank you to Crystal Murrow, Mindy White, and Tina Pettis. They all three came to me and said, we would like to go to the ACT Summit. It is next week on February 11th, and there's going to be some changes to the ACT, and they are very excited about having an opportunity to go learn about that, see what we need to do to help our students to be more prepared and be successful at that. Next month, Nellie Fine, Vicki Chesser, who is also at the middle school, Mrs. Chesser is, and I are going to go to Salina, Kansas with some of our pre-K or our early childhood teachers and Mrs. Williams to do some IXL training like Mrs. Martini is doing with her teachers tomorrow. So we're looking forward to that. The opportunity to be able to learn some more about how we can help students be more successful with their academics is just going to be a really neat experience for us. So we're excited about that. Congratulations to our Rotary Students of the Month, Hadley Ohm and Nick Cox. Those two students definitely embody the symbol of excellence, and we were excited to celebrate them this past month. Our high school band and choir, along with some middle schoolers in there, have done some great things over the last month. Samuel Newton, Lila Schmidt, Kyler Fowler, Indy Barraza, and Skylar Wickham were all participants in the Red Carpet Honor Band.
Dayton Murray, Trenton Parker, and Kyler Fowler were participants in the all-area honor band, so excited for them and all of their hard work. Savalina Opheu, Madison Kern, and Jocelyn Brott were all accepted into the junior high all-state choir. Savalina, this is her third year to participate in that, and she auditioned and was selected to perform a rap. Mrs. Sutter showed me that rap. My goodness sakes. It looked like a professional. It was so good. She did such a great job. And speaking of the national anthem from last week, if you heard her sing the national anthem, I'm not sure I've heard a professional sing the national anthem as beautifully as she did at that game. So, very talented young lady. Mrs. Sutter and the Gold Rush are singing Valentines. Those will be delivered and performed on February 13th, so you don't want to miss out on that. And then finally, FFA week was the 20th through the 23rd, and I decided I better join the ranks of some of my other principals and added some pictures from our FFA week. We're the dinner at the Goodwill Tour, and they served the lunch to the teachers. For Tractor Day, Drive Your Tractor to School Day, we had 18 different tractors and combines and what have you, and it was an absolutely gorgeous morning. A little chilly, but it was beautiful. There's Kaylin Woods on her open air tractor, and I mean, she just bundled up and went for the day. So it's such a fun event that I'm pretty excited. I got to ride with Kayla Leeper again this year, and Kayla just does such a great job driving this gigantic combine with confidence and does not seem to bother her at all. We did reminisce that last year I was nervous about coming down Skyline. We had so much ice on the road last year. It's like we're going to end up in one of those ponds. I can just feel it. But she does such a great job. Her dad called as we were coming onto Flynn. Yes, Father. It's like, okay. But she does such a great job. Yeah, nah, no big deal. School hadn't started, and we weren't on campus. So, but it was just a lot of fun, and that's a picture of us at the end with all of the kids standing in front of some of the tractors and things and stuff. A good time. So I'm going to back up and go to Mr. Beeler's report. His is pretty short and sweet this week because we're just kind of getting started with our spring activities. Middle school athletics, the 7th and 8th grade basketball teams will wrap up their season today at Emerson, in Longfellow, and Enid. And then track and baseball are scheduled to begin play in March. High school, the girls and boys teams travel to Tonkawa tomorrow evening. There is not a JV game, there is just varsity games, so I throw that out there. Friday, we will host Frontier here, and it is our pink out game. So wear your pink and come to the game. February 10th, we host Sealy for senior night. And then February 13th, we travel to Woodward to close out our regular season. February 19th and 20th, we are expecting to host districts. So looking forward to that opportunity. And then February 24th and 26th through 28th are regional tournament dates. That location is still to be determined. So there we have it.
Thank you. We'll move on to superintendent's report, 4.2.
Okay, just a little bit on our facilities. Working through the insurance process to complete repairs in the old gym this spring. I talked to him today. We still need to replace the HVAC unit and that sock duct that connects to it. Maybe the sock duct on the north side. So I'm more expert in that. Tell me. Anyway, working through the insurance on that. So hopefully get that replaced this spring, and then this summer we'll have the floor refinished once we're done after basketball season. This kind of stuff that's off there, but finish on it. So, that's all coming. We are in the old gym and using it. So we do it that way. We report back from Holton Engineering. They came out to look at Lincoln again. They did that 3 years ago, had them come out and do it again, got that report back. It has further deteriorated as we expected. I think he told me the 11th, he's gonna be at Alva. And said he'd have traffic light. He's just gonna come over for something real quick, said while he's here, he might dig a little deeper at Lincoln. And really drill down on it and see what all's going on there for sure. But, in the meantime, I am working on pricing portable classrooms and also evaluating our existing facilities, if we can move into them, we use portables, whatever. This is the event that we do have to move out of. One way or the other. So I think that's definitely on the radar at this point. So the deterioration we've seen there. Transportation, all route buses are in service and are in good shape mechanically for sure. Still have the air conditioning thing on the Centra, but for the most part, we're in really good shape transportation-wise. Did have a small little fender bender in one of the route buses. They were picking up the band students at the middle school to come back to high school. Pulled over on the side. We took off, but it was on the snow and ice, right? So on the snow, the back end slid just a little bit. Nudged one of the cars that was parked in the space. So didn't hurt the bus, scratched the paint, that's about it. Probably gonna get a new tailgate on the next mission. But anyway, working through insurance on that. Nobody's hurt. Nobody likes to see it happen. Everybody's in pretty good spirits. Like, hey, there's snow on the ground, what are you gonna do? So it was in when the streets were clear, just in a shaded part on the east side of middle school side of the ground. So anyway.
A lot of sunshine.
Well, transportation-wise, one thing I would add to this at any time, we are entering that legislative season. If you have any contacts with legislators or know them, or you might stay in touch. The governor had his State of the State address today. There's a couple things that are pretty big that he threw out there. Eliminating the OSSA. Not sure what that would look like. I understand that they want reform, but I'm not sure what it would look like to take away our entire playoff system governing body for all rules. It would be for every sport. That'd be pretty wild.
That's right.
So that's out there. There's several legislators talking about legislation to extend the school year. That's more days or more hours, or take away hours, go back to 180 days, or go to 190 days. There's lots of ideas being thrown around. That would affect us pretty heavily. And then that's probably the two that stick out the most. 2 or 3 would affect us now.
Freeze the property tax.
Yeah, but that's still.
That, at least they're not doing overtime. They're doing.
Had some people coming in and out, so I just caught the tail end of that piece.
What about school transfer and open, he went into quite a bit of detail on being able to really choose where you want to go to school.
I think that's the big attack on the OSSA. They want to be eligible wherever they go to be. Right now, we have open transfer.
Yeah.
We set our capacity, and there's some parameters to that. Maybe another way, what they've been trying to do for several years. Charter schools and things like
Yeah,
that.
so that's what I thought it came out during that time. There'll have to be some kind of government.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of governing board. It's easy to say that, but
Yeah. The way they're elected from each group, it's got its own structure for sure.
yeah. We need to note that the OSSA is made up of elected superintendents that make that. City superintendents are elected to serve on the OSSA board of directors, so it is a self-governed, meaning public schools govern the OSSA and the rules.
People involved.
Anytime there's a rule change, it goes out to membership, and we vote on it. So we're putting the rules on ourselves. And that's what the majority of public schools want. Be interesting to see. Just
Now,
want to throw that on
it's
the
a long
algebra.
way for February 1st to February.
A long ways. So
So,
just some things kind of throw on your radar, keep an eye on the next
have you
couple.
heard anything about school phones? Are they gonna renew that?
There's a lot of support too.
There is.
Because the
That's
cell phone
all I've
ban was
heard,
a one-year
is
thing.
To continue it.
I really expect that,
I just wondered.
almost without opposition.
Okay, well, there's some big ones from last year, so.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay, thank you very much for the superintendent's report. 4.3 is reassignments, retirements, and retirement resignations. It's a reassignment. I think I've got Paul's problem.
just
Thanks
have,
for
Sorry. I can't even hold that, so.
just had one, Limana Jones was a para at Longfellow, resigned at the end of the first semester. She took a job at one of the local banks. So, that's my resignation we had.
All right, well, thank you for all those reports. Number 5 is items of current business, discussion with possible board action, a vote to approve the Alva School, pardon me, let me get on the right page here. Following approve of the Alva School District calendar that we have in front of us, unless we're looking for the change. And I guess hopefully it'll change, but we have a proposed calendar for next year, unless we're told differently by the legislature.
Right. I did provide that to you so you can see it easier than on the screen. We developed 3 calendars to present to the district staff. We, meaning our admin team, executive committee, whatever we call that. So there was a lot of input on that. In a very narrow margin. There's one calendar that got like 2 votes, 2 or 3. And the other 2 were just 1 or 2 vote difference between the 2. Saying that, they were very, very similar. So, narrow margin, the calendar provided tonight was what was selected by the majority of the staff. The calendar has Alva schools starting on August 13th after our normal 3 days of professional development. We would have the full week out during Thanksgiving, the normal fall break, 2 weeks out over Christmas and New Year's holidays, have a full week off of spring break, and then the last day of school will be May 19th, followed by 2 professional development days and high school graduation on the 21st, that Friday. So that's kind of the highlights of the big chunks that's there. Calendar provides for 10 professional development days that are scattered throughout the year. By accreditation rules, we only have to have 5. We're required to have 5. We've got 10 built in the calendar. I think there's a big emphasis on our teachers.
Can I comment on that?
Absolutely.
We did add some of those in some extra half-day PD days. Because of our conference when we went to MTSS, they talked about day-to-days. And we don't ever have that time to really sit and look at it. And they said, if you don't put it in the calendar, you're not going to do it. So in all of looking at how we can better academics, what can we do to make our district better, we really wanted to incorporate in some extra professional development days that we're going to actually call data days, where we sit down, look at the data, and how we can grow as a yes. So that's kind of why we added those extra days in there.
Every single person we saw spoke of that. And so
Yeah.
we're like, we gotta do this.
Good timing.
Yeah, it was great.
You got excited, you go, we just voted on the calendar.
That's right.
Good, well, thank you.
It's exciting to me to see
Sure.
these guys really take a deep dive into
You
data
bet.
and alignment and share things. So anyway, we have 5 extra PD days over what the state says we have to have. There's 3 nights of parent-teacher conferences, once in the fall, once in the spring, 3 nights apiece, just like we always do. So in all, there's 163 teaching days, 10 professional development days, and enough scheduled hours between those 3 evenings to make 2 parent-teacher conference days. That gives us a total of 175 contract days. All that being said, I would recommend to approve this calendar for next year.
Entertain a motion. Thank you,
Second.
thank you.
Hanson,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Singleton,
Yes.
Hart.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you for individual input there, thank you. 5.2, discussion with possible board action, vote to approve the following adjunct instructor transfers for the 25-26 school year, the school year we're currently in, correct?
We need to adjunct Dana Manning chemistry and Linnell Fine in Spanish.
Which certification reasons?
Yes, they're teaching out their certification area. And Liz Manning is a science teacher, she's still got chemistry on.
Right.
So instead of stuff they haven't done in the past, we said adjunct. I recommend to adjunct both of those.
Entertain a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Paul.
Second.
Kevin?
McDermott,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
Singleton.
5.3, discussion with possible board action vote to approve an out-of-state travel request from the Alva Middle School to travel to Kiowa, Kansas on April 16th and Medicine Lodge, Kansas on April 21st, 2026 for track meets.
So middle school's planning to go to Kiowa and that's the lodge for track meets. Because they are across the state line, we have to approve it as an out-of-state travel request. I would recommend to do so.
Also moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you.
Barton,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Singleton.
Yes.
Okay. Item 6 is new business. Any new business, sir?
I have none.
All right, then. Item 7 is proposed executive session regarding the following principals' contracts for FY '27. Vicki Nicelonger, Alva High School, Dalton Beeler, Alva High School Middle School Assistant, Stephanie Martini, Alva Middle School, Judy Webster Lincoln Elementary, Allison Tucker Longfellow Elementary, and Madison Williams Washington Elementary, per 25 Oklahoma Statute, Section 307B1. Vote to convene the executive session.
So moved. Second.
Hanson,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Singleton.
Yes.